All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. And in this next video, I'm going to show you guys how to find the slope of a table. Now, this equation will actually work for the slope of a line as well, but we'll deal with that when we get to it. Today, we're simply focusing on tables, all right? So, first thing I need to point out is this that I have, and you need to have this down in your digital notes. Um, the slope is the same as m, which is the same as the unit rate, which is the same as the rate of change. These are all synonyms. All right, you all need to know these synonyms. You need to know slope. You need to know that it's m. You need to know that it's the unit rate. You need to know that it's the rate of change. I'm gonna say that one more time. You need to know that the slope is the same as the m, is the same as the unit rate, and it's the same as the rate of change. They're synonyms. When you guys are taking exams, they can use any one of these phrases, and you need to know that it is the same thing. Okay. All right. Now, how do you find it? So if you look up under this, I have m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. You need to know this like the back of your hand. Well, probably better than the back of your hand because some of y'all probably don't even know the back of your hand, but we're going to go ahead and keep it rolling. M equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Now, if you recall in the previous video, I told you that not all tables are proportional. Which means that they won't give you the same constant of proportionality. This will give you the same number no matter what, whether it's proportional or non-proportional. You still may need to determine if it's proportional or not. However, this will always give you the slope. So let's go back to it. Now, this first table is the first table. I'm sorry. This first table is the same table that we had on the previous example, all right? Now, remember we did y over x, which was 17 over 2, right? 34 over 4, 51 over 6, and 68 over 8. Now, all of those, I'm sorry, let me scroll down. All of those gave the exact same number, which was 8.5 when you did y over x. Therefore, the constant of proportionality in that example was 8.5. All right, so first thing I'm going to show you is that if you use the slope formula, it will still give you 8.5. And I'm going to show that to you really quick. Now, the first thing you want to do when finding the slope, this is what I say. You want to take 2 points and you want to circle 2 points. This is what I tell students. Pick a point, any 2 points, circle it. Any 2 points you want to, just circle them. This is what I tell you to do. I tell you to literally, on your paper, circle those 2 points. This is your x1, your y1, x2, and your y2. All right? So now you're going to take it and you're going to put it into the slope formula. What does that look like? Well, it's y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Let me get my select tool. So I'll do 51 minus 17. And that's going to be over 6 minus 2. Now, for the sake of time, I'm not going, or I'll just draw the line with a pencil. I'm not going to make a nice little neat pretty line. There we go. So I'm going to go to my online calculator. And I'm now going to set this up. I'm going to first select the fraction bar. And I'll do 51 minus 17. And then I'll do 6 minus 2. And there you have it, 8.5. Notice they gave me the same as the constant of proportionality, but remember I told you, well, here's the thing. The constant of proportionality is the slope. Let me say it again. The constant of proportionality is the same as the slope, same as the rate of change, same as the unit rate. However, if it is not a proportional table, you have no way of finding the constant of proportionality. Therefore, you will need to use a slope formula. My rule of thumb is always use a slope formula. You won't even have to do all the extra work, except if it's asking you if it's proportional or not. I can use any one of those points and it will still give me the same thing. Now, I'm not going to demonstrate that because if you need to rewatch that, you can rewatch it on the you can rewind it and rewatch it. But what I will do is I will do it again with another set of points. Let's go to this second one. Now remember, the first thing I want you to do is I want you to circle 2 points, all right? So I'm going to go with 2 and 16. And then let's go with 8 and 43. All right, so this is x1. It's not writing. X1, y1, and then I have, I'm gonna use my other computer, x2, y2. All right, y'all know what I'm trying to write. Don't judge me. All right, here we go. So, what am I looking for? All right, so I'm gonna set up my ratio real simple. 43 minus 16 over 8 minus 2. Whatever y you pick, you got to pick the corresponding x. What, it doesn't make sense. You can't pick 43 and 6. You can't pick 16 and 2. All right? So let's go ahead and go to our calculator and let's try that. So we got 43 minus, I'm sorry, got to start off with the fraction bar. Make sure you start off with the fraction bar. 43 minus 16, and that was over 8 minus 2. Therefore, my slope is 4.5. Now, is it proportional? Is it proportional? Let's look at it. Well, 16 over 2, 16 over 2, I don't even need a calculator for that. 16 over 2 is 8. And we actually did this a second ago. 4 over 20, 25 over 4 is 6.25. So no, it's not proportional. However, the slope is, what do we say the slope was? 4.5. And I'll do another set of points and show this to you, that it will consistently give you the same answer. Let's pick, let's leave, I'm gonna leave that as my sets of ones, but I'll select 4 and 25 as my twos. So I got x2, y2. So let's set it up now. So you end up with 25 minus 16. That's y2 minus y1 over 4 minus 2. Let's go to our calculator. That's 25 minus 16 over 4 minus 2. Look at there. We still get 4.5. When you use the slope formula, you're going to always get the same slope, no matter what. Really, really simple stuff. All right? So sometimes you'll have vertical tables. Now, what do you do when it's a vertical table? Well, it's the same thing, except you're going to circle your points going a different direction. Let's go with these. X1, Y1, X2, Y2. All right? Same thing, except I circled horizontally. The reason why, because my X's are here and my Y's are here. So what does this look like when I set it up as a ratio? Well, we got 136 minus 46 over 8 minus 2. Let's go to our calculator. Start off with the fraction bar. 136 minus 46 over 8 minus 2. And there your slope is 15. And I'm going to move really, really quick on this last one, because sometimes you guys you're coming to negative numbers. Now, this is important. Make sure you handle these properly. I'm still going to circle my points. Let's still label. So we got x1, y1, x2, y2. All right, so when you're dealing with negatives, you got to make sure you do the negative signs correctly. And I'm going to erase a little bit so that we can just see it. All right. So you have x1, y1, x2. Okay. So look like I selected these as my twos. So I have a negative 289. Make sure your points match up. Up there's the bell for me to start my class, y'all. I'm gonna end this real quick. Minus negative 889. And that's going to be over 2 minus 6. Now, I know that don't look exactly right, but it's because I got these 3-digit numbers. You can put a parentheses around this if you like, if it makes it prettier for you. Make sure you have minus the negative there, because if not, it'll give you the wrong answer. The other thing, make sure that the 2 corresponds with the 289. Make sure all of that lines up, because if you don't, you're going to get the wrong answer. Now, let's go to the calculator really quick. Here's my fraction bar. So I'm going to start off with a negative. You can use a minus sign for negative. And that's 289 minus, and I'm going to use a parentheses, and I'll put another minus sign since I don't see a negative sign. 889, close parentheses, over, and that was 2 minus 6. Therefore, there you go. Your slope is a negative 150. So really quick, let me get into what you're going to have on your assignment. Your assignment will start on slide 2. You need to put 2 things. You need to find out m, which is the slope, and you're going to put m equals here. And then you will come back and you will highlight, or let's highlight whether that table is proportional or non-proportional. That's what I need for you guys to do for me today. All right, if there's any questions, man, just let me know in the comments in class kick, and I'll see you guys in a minute. All right, peace.